My worst breakup would have to be when I was about 21, I have to say. I was at least 21, and I wasn't even with this person that long. I was living far away from him, and I feel like the whole relationship was just kind of not where, it wasn't like how it should have been. There was so many things wrong with it, and now that I'm older, I could understand that, and I could see that. At the time, I didn't understand. And it was just so much fighting, and having a long distance relationship is really hard. And for anybody that's had one, know what I'm talking about. But I was living in New York, and he was living, I don't want to exactly say, but maybe like over 1,500 miles away. It was still in the United States, but he was just further away. And I really wanted to be with this person, but there was just so many things going on in my life that I really can't explain. Maybe one day I'll go further into detail about that. But, he had his life, I had my life, and I really, really liked this guy. And I wasn't for sure if he really, really liked me, but I think he did because of, I understand now, as I'm older, the sacrifices that he made, and, things that he showed me that at the time I was too young and I didn't know, that he actually did or gave up for me. And then I feel like it did hurt him, too. But I don't think he really, understood and really believed that it really hurt me and it affected me in a way. Yeah, we would have, horrible fights and, being out of contact. And then I even went through the crazy stalker phase at that age. I would get mad just knowing that he would talk to somebody else, you know. But, I was just, really hurt by the fact that he was moving on, and it was just confusing for me, and I couldn't get it through my head that this person's moving on because you're too far away. You're not giving up whatever to have him come move where you are, or for you to go move to where he is, so you guys can have a better relationship and get to know each other more, not just every month, once a month, going to see each other. And I was really busy at the time doing my thing. I had my life, and he had the same thing, but he ended up moving. So I think it actually really affected me to the point of now I know that I kind of let my emotions take over me, and I just kind of let my anger take over me. I was angry, I was depressed and sad because I was young, I was young and I was dumb. And I was making myself sick. My mind was literally making my body sick. I actually ended up in the hospital, in the emergency room, because my emotions would just take over. My mind would take over everything. And I started freaking myself out, and I was giving myself panic attacks because, I was so stressed out. I wasn't sleeping. I was worrying over all the time. I was overthinking. I was upset all the time. I was crying all the time. But it's just, there's somebody for everybody. And at that time, it just wasn't meant to be. And that was the worst breakup I have ever been through in my entire life. And now that I know how to handle things a lot better that I'm older. And I know not to be fighting and arguing the way that I used to. It's not worth it. Don't get yourself upset. Don't raise your blood pressure over nonsense. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You only get one body. You only get one life. So don't give yourself high blood pressure or any of that. Or, give yourself anxiety attacks and crazy stuff that could happen. It's not worth it. I mean, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If people are meant to be together, then they'll definitely be together, you know. But that's just something, you know, it just happened. It wasn't meant to be, and I had to go through a lot of BS over it, and I had a lot to learn from that. And I just really put myself through a lot, stressing out and worrying and overthinking and everything. And so, I'm not sure for that person. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he had worse breakups than that. But he was my boyfriend for a little while. I can't say we were together for a long time, but we definitely, you know, the moments that we had were definitely like memorable, I'm gonna say. And now I'm older, you know, now I moved on from that. Now I'm past that. So just wanted to share with you guys my worst breakup, and let me know what your guys' worst breakup is if you feel like sharing. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.